I drew 25 different expressions, and I honestly couldn't be more thrilled. But I do have some bad news. This challenge was originally started in 2007 by Nancy Lorenz, and I'll have a link in the description if you want to check out that original DeviantArt post. I started this challenge really excited because I originally drew this sketch on that I posted to Instagram, and if you want to check it out, I'll have a link to my Instagram. But I was really excited about the way that turned out, and I thought it was really cute. It was sort of a self-portrait, and I thought I want to really practice in that style and try to like capture how I did that so I can do it again and again. So I started this 25 expressions challenge, trying to imitate that style with no nose. So yeah, and my new short haircut. So that's what got me here. I originally didn't record the first couple, which makes me really mad, but you'll notice that we're actually really close to the end here, so where did they all go? So I actually did record a majority of these, but my middle recording session, so like where I think I did about 6 of them in that one sitting, the file's corrupted. Woo! Oh yeah, that's not a laughing matter. What am I doing? I was really upset about that. And I know what I did that did it, because if you have OBS running and you're exporting them as MP4s, which is what I do, and then you put your computer to sleep while it's still recording, you lose all the footage. So it's my bad. I'm a failure. Okay. I'm sorry. But I do want to talk about my drawings, and since there are only a couple of them in here, there's still quite a few, I want to actually focus and talk about them as I do them, even though I missed Confident and Incredulous, I think. So yeah, now working on Fierce. This was actually one that I had a lot of trouble with, so I actually do a couple different sketches trying to get it right. You'll see with Confident, like it took me a couple sketches to get it right. I don't get all my drawings in one go, okay? It takes a little bit of working at it and trying to find what works best, especially when it's expressions that I've never drawn before. Like Fierce, this first one that I'm doing, I'm trying to like do like a and like pursing the lips and like that's what I was trying to do for Fierce. It's, you know, I didn't like it, so I ended up scrapping that whole thing and trying something else. I basically am still doing the same idea, but I'm trying it from a different pose. But this attempt here, I actually looked up Fierce on like Google's image search, and like there's a lot of like supermodels that are just like sticking their lips out and like with like super voluminous hair. So I tried something like that, but it wasn't working. So here we have another attempt at Fierce. So I decided to turn the body and face it more towards where the viewer or camera is, and I'm able to get a lot more freedom in the face since it's facing the viewer. Like I can work harder on the expression, which is what is the point of this challenge, is the 25 expressions, not 25 body language expressions. So I was like, yeah, let's try to focus a little bit more on the face. I still threw those hands up there because just with me, a lot of my expression is with my hands. You can't see it because when I talk to you, you can only hear my voice, but my hands are moving like crazy, okay? Sometimes you can hear it, like the quickness of my hands going by the mic. You can hear it like whoosh. That's what that is. It's not the wind, it's my hands because they move so much. But yeah, so that's just how I express my emotions, so why wouldn't my characters sort of express that way? I don't know. So yeah, with that, I finished Fierce. I ended up moving that mouth over a little bit and adding the word roar. Like, I'm not an expert in expressions, so if I can cheat, I'm going to do it. So adding little word roar is just what I decided to do. Anyway, here I'm doing pouty, which I found this one actually very easy. I just stuck her hands up and like crunched her up a little bit and made this big pout of a bottom lip, and I had a lot of fun with that one. That one was just simple. Now this one actually turned out to be one of my favorites. It's the drunk expression. At first I tried to draw like a whole body and just very woozy and not able to stand up, but I took it back and I was like, once I saw them all together, I really wanted it to be, you know, a facial expression like I was talking about with Fierce. So I was like, what's the face you make when you're drunk? I've never really been this drunk, so I don't know. But I decided to give her like the double chin, like where you like scrunch up and you're just like, that That's the sound that this character is making. At first I tried a big long mouth because I thought that would like really show like a very pleased, sort of out of it face. But I found that once I made the smile like really, really tiny, it had this extra little like, I've done something I probably shouldn't have. And I really liked that about it. So yeah, so you got a little too drunk. And I really like the way that one turned out. I think it's just really cute. And I had a lot of fun actually shading in the glass because there isn't a lot of color going on here. But because the glass is overlapping with the gray background, I was able to add a little shiny shine, work on my glass drawing technique, and that one was really fun. So I really like the way that one turned out. And if you can't tell, it's supposed to be like a double chin. That's kind of what's happening there. But yeah. Maybe I need to practice drawing my double chins, but we'll see. And then here with Rage, I decided to like go right in on the face, but I didn't like it. The mouth was just too big and in my face, so I decided to, well, another reason was because of up higher, like you can't see it right now, but I drew, I think, anger. And it looked very similar to the one I had drawn for Rage. So I took it back a little bit. I was like, what happens when you're like really, really ready to just bite someone's head off? And I was like, well, you're probably going to try and restrain yourself even though it's fruitless, you know? So I put the hands up and like she's holding her head and just, she's about to like rip her own head open, you know? Well, I guess it's me. I'm about to rip my head open. And I also made her hair spikier, you know? Because I'm trying to be very... fluid with my expressions, and I'm not trying to be restrained with reality, because I think what I've found from doing a lot of my style swaps, so I've been drawing in other artists' styles, is that the more simple styles are difficult for me, and I think it's because they're so much more expressive. So I'm going to try and do that. So that's what my attempt was with Rage. I also made the teeth really sharp, and I really like the way that hand turned out, the one that's like right on the forehead. I think that looked really cool. Anyway, now we're working on Sarcastic, which is another one of my favorites. So I'm glad I recorded this one. Basically, I turned the body and tilted the head the opposite direction, and I think that really helps the character seem a little goofy. So I really like the way that expression came out. And then I made the smile huge, you know, again, further that goofy idea. Just drew the rest of the body. And I took the one arm and brought it way up, like she's just like, you know? I don't know how to how do you express that with words? I just do it with sounds, you know? Yeah. Well, I also put the word A. So she's almost like elbowing whoever she's talking to, and also like fist bumping herself and like swooping her arm down. Does that make any sense? I took a couple tries on that hand because I just didn't like the way that one looked, but I really like the way my sarcastic expression came out. Like, I think I play around with the eyes a little bit later, but right now we're moving on to Disgusted, which was another fun one. I stuck the tongue out and just made her a little like, There's another expression that's up higher that was very similar to this one, but I don't remember what it was. But I like the way this one turned out better. Again, we got that hand that just, I'm trying to be very simple with my hands, you know, just get the overall idea that the hand is there and it doesn't have to look perfect. And in the end, it kind of looks better than when I put time into the hands, which is something I've learned. So that's something that I just do with all my art now. So yay. So we have that cute mouth where she's just like, and I crossed her eyes a little bit because she just didn't look quite, I don't know, disgusted enough, which is the word we're going for. So I actually crossed the eyes. Like she can't even look at it anymore because she's just so grossed out. I guess it's me. Why do I keep saying she? Who knows? And now we're working on the last one, even though there is another bonus one after this. And it's the ill, nauseous expression. And at first, I was going to try and draw an actual face that just looked sick. But I thought, oh, when I'm sick, nobody sees my face because I am just a big ball of ugh. So I took the hands and like covered the face. I was going to try and cover the mouth a little bit more, like she's like about to puke and trying to hold it in. But I've seen that done so many times and I've kind of drawn that before. So I just tried to make her look like she didn't feel well. Like I didn't feel well. There we go. Like I tried to make myself look like I just didn't feel well. And I think it turned out one of the cutest. It's like, it's so innocent and just doesn't feel good, you know, when you're sick and you can't even hate on things because you just feel so bad. So that's a stretch for me. Anyway, after I'd finished them all, I really didn't like some of the first ones I did because I was still very, I didn't really know how each body part looked because I was still experimenting with this style. So I went back and redid the happy one because it just didn't fit. The other ones on this line are still a little, like, you can tell that I wasn't as comfortable, but I decided to leave those because, you know, they show like a progression of how much better I got at drawing this face. So I'm happy with it. I still don't really love this happy face. I don't know why I have so much trouble drawing a happy face. But yeah, it's a little like, ugh, I don't know. It's just like staring into your soul or something. But I like it better than the last one. And I don't know. I kind of was thinking at this point that I was going to redraw all of them so that I could record them. But I was like, oh, not going to happen. So anyway, here are all of the 25 expressions that I drew. I'm really miffed that I didn't record them all for you. I'm really sorry about that. Happy, sad, pleased, angry, confused, tired, shocked. I really like that one. Irritated turned out really cute. Bereft. The one that you can't read is flirty because her shoulder is just right over the words, so you can't see it, but I really like the way that one looks. WTF turned out amazing. I posted that one to Instagram early because I really, really like that. And yeah, triumphed. Confused, I'm actually quite proud of as well. So yeah, if you want to try this challenge again, I'll have the original one linked in the description if you want to print it out and try it yourself. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and this was, I don't know, I'm bringing the fun back to art, you know. I've been feeling a little bleh, so yeah. Anyway, let me know which of the expressions you think turned out the best and which ones you think I really need to work on, you know, because I do want to practice, so that would actually be very, very helpful. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys all have a delicious evening full of waffles. Bye.